Customer Voice includes built-in integration with Dynamics 365 and Power Platform to enable you to create Power BI dashboard based on the survey responses and customer records in Dynamics 365. For this demo, I'm going to use Bank Satisfaction Project based on a real-life survey from one of our bank customers. This project has two surveys, an account opening survey for new customers which has several satisfaction metrics mapped to the question. The second survey is a home loan survey which is sent to the customers after completion of home loan. The questions from the home loan survey are mapped to the same satisfaction metrics so the bank can aggregate the customer feedback across the interaction points. Let's give it a try by sending the home loan survey to customers in Dynamics. In Dynamics 365, I created contact list called high value customers. I'm going to send the survey to this list of customers. One of the customers is Cameron. As soon as the survey invite is sent to the list, each contact's activity timeline is updated so that any salesperson who works with Cameron knows that the survey is sent. I'm going to switch to Cameron inbox and fill out the survey. When Cameron submitted the survey appears on the activity timeline, and any salesperson who has access to Cameron's record in Dynamics will be able to see the survey results. Notice that Cameron contact record is associated with Boston branch, and the Boston branch is part of the Northeast area. For the remaining of the video, I'm going to walk through how to create custom Power BI dashboard that aggregates the survey results based on the branch and branch region. Selecting a region or a branch will automatically filter the aggregated satisfaction metrics and survey results. For this demo, I'm going to use a dashboard template that you can download from GitHub at customervoice/Power BI. When you've opened the file, you can find a formatted empty dashboard. You can start by getting the data from Common Data Services or CDS. Customer Voice stores survey responses to your organization's CDS. You can find the CDS location of the project from the All Project view. Append the CDS name with .crm.dynamics.com for the full CDS URL location. Customer Voice stores survey results in entities prefixed with MSFP. Select survey response, question response, satisfaction metrics, survey, project, and question. If you are not using Dynamics 365, then those are all the entities you need to create Power BI dashboard. In our example, since the survey is connected to Dynamics, you can pull additional Dynamics 365 contact information. The contact is connected to the survey through an entity called Activity Party. I will explain a little bit later and how these entities are related. For now, let's also get branch information. As you recall, the contact records in Dynamics has branch information and the branch area. Let's bring those entities as well. After the data are downloaded, you need to do a bit of data transformation. Open MSFP question response menu option and select Edit Query. We're going to join this entity with another entities, and let's create a new table for the join. Join the question response with MSFP question. The question response stored responses for each survey questions as separate rows, but do not actually store the question text. The question text is stored in MSFP questions, which is linked through question ID column. Give the new table a name as Customer Voice Question Response. Expand the table to bring the question text and survey ID associated with the response. Let's do another merge to get the survey name. Join with survey table using survey ID column. Expand the table to include MSFP project. Let's do another join with MSFP project table to get the project name. Filter the data using the project name to include survey results only from bank satisfaction project. Let's select the column that we need, which include survey response ID, question text, response, and survey name. As I mentioned earlier, response from each question is stored as a separate row. To make it easier for reporting, you can transform the rows into columns using pivot column functionality in Power BI. Select the column with question text, then click Pivot under the Transform tab. Select the response column as the value and choose Do Not Aggregate under the Advanced option. Each survey question now appears as a separate column. Since many of the survey responses are rating number, let's change the type into whole number so Power BI can automatically aggregate them. Let's do another transformation on survey response which stores satisfaction metrics data. Join the survey response with MSFP survey and create a new table. Name the new table Customer Voice Survey Response. Expand the table and include survey name and project. Join the project table to get the project name so we can filter the results to include only from bank satisfaction project. Let's choose columns to include activity ID, satisfaction metrics value, and submit date. The satisfaction metrics store the calculated result of the NPS in a JSON format, as there can be multiple metrics defined for each survey. You can use parse JSON value to extract the results and select Expand to New Row option. Select ID and value by deselecting the type. Similar to what we previously did with the question response table, you can use pivot column functionality to transform the satisfaction metrics value from a different rows into a separate column. The column appears as IDs, and to identify which satisfaction metrics the IDs are mapped to, you can use the satisfaction metrics table. Let's rename the ID so that you can identify them later on. One last transformation is on Activity Party. Activity Party table stores association between any type of activities related to a contact, including survey activities. For the survey response, the activity party stores also other type of information which we do not need. To avoid duplication, we need to filter the activity party to only include type equal 1, which indicate sender relationship. Let's close and apply the data transformation to the Power BI file. Before we can start creating dashboard visualization, we need to create the relationship among the tables. You can find the relationship from ak.ms/customer voice doc under entity reference section. Let's move the tables we need close together. Remove relationship with other tables and create relationship between branch area to branch, contact to activity party, and activity party to customer voice survey response activity ID. Finally, let's connect customer voice question response survey response ID to the activity ID. Now that we have the model completed, we can create measures for the satisfaction metrics. The NPS scores is calculated based on the percent of promoter minus percent of detractor. I share a sample DAX function on the same GitHub project. Make sure the name of the table and the column is the same as in the measures. Repeat the steps for each of the NPS metrics. Drop the NPS scores measures to the card control on the top of the dashboard. Select the region area and drop the region name, which you can rename to make it more user-friendly. Then add the NPS score measures on the table. Do the same thing for branch. You can surface selected answers from the survey to identify potential key driver for the NPS score. If the NPS low or high, you can find the visual relationship with other questions in the survey to help explaining why the score is low or high. Finally, you can show the actual answer from the survey in the table at the bottom of the page, including text comments. Since the tables are all related, you can filter the survey result by selecting branch area and branch. By creating Power BI dashboard on your customer voice survey response, you can get up-to-date insight on your customer feedback. For example, let's say one of your customers from New York branch submitted a feedback. By refreshing the Power BI dashboard, you will get instant results of your customer feedback and can react more quickly to customer issues. Hope you find this video useful. Please contact us through our community forum at ak.ms/customervoiceforum for questions or feedback. Thank you.